Hey guys, Genesis 45 today, starting a new chapter. If you're joining us, we really appreciate you being a part of what we're doing. And I'd really encourage you to go back and watch a few days previously to kind of catch the context here, because we're in the middle of one emotional family reunion. Joseph is about to disclose who he really is. It says in verse 1, Joseph was standing no longer. There were many people in the room, and he said to his attendants, "Out, all of you." So he was alone with his brothers when he told them who he was. Then he broke down and wept. He wept so loudly the Egyptians could hear him, and word of it spread quickly to Pharaoh's palace. "I am Joseph," he said to his brothers. "Is my father still alive?" But his brothers were speechless. They were stunned to realize that Joseph was standing there in front of them. Now, all those years in slavery, those years in prison, they could have caused Joseph to have such hardness of heart that in this moment he would have simply exploded his brothers. And from a human perspective, absolutely no one could blame him for just exploding at everybody in the room except Benjamin. Benjamin was not there. Benjamin was just a little boy back at home. But here they are in front of him. And Joseph, through all of this, never blamed God. And he saw God's sovereign hand moving through what was happening. I think especially in hindsight, as he looks at where he's at now, and what has happened and how he has been able to take care of his family with food, how he's been able to take care of literally hundreds of thousands, millions of people are being fed because of his foresight and what God showed him and his administrative leadership abilities. So instead of blaming his brothers, he sees God's hand. That's a level of maturity that I don't think many of us would be able to have or show in this moment. But yet he does, right here in this moment. He shows this. It's overwhelming, because this isn't Christ here forgiving. This isn't Jesus hanging on the cross saying, "Father, forgive them." This is Joseph. He's just a man, just a person, just like any of us, just like any man or woman that's watching this video right now. He's just like us. And yet he was able to forgive. He was able to deal with this. Now, the brothers' reaction is one of, it says, stunned. It says they were stunned. They were speechless. That's how it's described there in this passage. I bet they were terrified, because they would have thought, what's he going to do to us, when they realize it's Joseph? Because he would have gone from speaking Egyptian through a translator to now he is speaking to them in their own tongue, and they realize it's really their brother. They would have had every reason to be terrified, to think, oh, this is the end for us. We're all going to jail except for Benjamin. We may lose our heads over this because of what they had done. Because a normal man, apart from their relationship with God, would have sought vengeance here, but not Joseph. And we'll talk about how he responds further another day. See you guys real soon.